Hi, I'm KRISIA Cruz. I'm the Chief Product Officer of Como by East West. I basically handle the digital product service of East West Bank's Como brand. And what I do is make sure that the application itself is running in parallel with the backend system and also serve as the new digital banking service of the bank. Como currently serves as a mobile-only digital banking service. We currently do not have a physical branch, but this is a good indicator of how well we'll be able to serve the masses, especially in a digital age. However, there's always a friction when it comes to transitioning from a traditional banking service into a digital realm. There's some sort of trust issues or any other reminiscing of the traditional sense wherein there's a bank, a physical store where you can come into. So there's always this hesitation in coming into the digital space. However, for us, it's always going to be about the reliability of the service and the user experience itself. Those are the major roadblocks that we want to address for the customers to be able to move into the digital space quite easily. When it comes to the reliability of the service, the usual transition is for the users to go into a store, right, and be able to provide their services there. But with the digital banking services provided by Como, what we want to provide is a very smooth user experience and a customer service to back it up, and that removes the hesitation to move into the digital space. Of course, lastly is the ease of use, which usually is a problem for a certain demographic or a certain age, right? But when it comes to making sure that's easily addressed, the UI UX of Como or any other banking app out there should be at par with how easily it is to transact and manage your money. So when it comes to the digital banks in the Philippines, initially there were about 2 to 3 entrants, but as of 2021 to 2022, there are a lot of competitors who entered the space. And when we do have a lot of those competitors, it's always going to be a matter of one, customer experience, and then two, the rates or the commercials of the products. So when we talk about the interest rate, how well we're able to provide a good percentage that the customers will enjoy, we make sure that we share whatever it is that's at par with the competition. The impact of the interest rate right now in all of the customers of digital banks is that it serves as the reason for the users to come into the product, meaning it serves as an entryway or the first reason why a customer will enroll and create a bank account. So I think in that sense, it serves as the very first candy that you put out so that the users will come to your service versus the others. But at the end of the day, I suppose that's more on the acquisition side. But the important part of engagement and retention isn't necessarily heavy on the interest rate. And I think that's where the customer experience, the value proposition that we have for our customers comes in. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are two, I suppose, very technologically advanced terminologies that we hear every now and again on sci-fi movies. But in actuality, it's something that fuels all of the digital banking service and any financial applications out there ever since the beginning of the digital age. The impact that it creates to the users is the ease of use, how personalized the experience is for the customers, and of course, the speed of how all of the financial services such as loans, insurances, and others similar to that kind of product service is easily developed or delivered to the customers. So I think moving forward with the coming of loans, insurance, and everything that is usually done traditionally but is now offered online, I think the AI and machine learning algorithms that we have right now will only continue to develop and will ensure that the customers get what they need at a wink or a snap of a finger. So it's definitely existing as of the moment, and there's a lot of technology enhancements that are tied to it. But at the end of the day, it's something that is the foundation of all of the financial institutions. And I think that's where we're headed right now, making sure that the operational aspect of the application or the mobile apps are being handled in an automatic way. Seeing the list of the speakers and all of the topics that are part of the agenda of WFIS, I think it's a good mix of digital only, phygital, and digital second. I think it's interesting to have that kind of mix so that we have a complete view of what the digital landscape in the Philippines is. More importantly, I think the sharing of the knowledge would be part of sort of new way of thinking. It's more of community over competition. So that's mostly my expectation. It's sharing the experiences that you cannot necessarily read through a book, but more of the knowledge that these speakers and of course the attendees also were able to experience in real life, and is thus more heavy rather than reading it from a book. The digital landscape in the Philippines is now growing faster than ever before. I think that much is evident with a lot of the competitors coming in just early this year. As Como shares its journey into breaking out of the traditional world to join the digital banking and fintech sector, we're also excited to hear from other companies who are traversing the same path. And that's what WFIS is for. And to those who are part of the delegates and also to those who are joining in this two-day agenda, welcome to an exciting journey into the future of finance.